The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, all their affiliated stations, I'd like to welcome you this afternoon to another streaming and radio broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Mr. Kyle Smith running the board for us back at the studio, making this thing go smoothly for everybody. I'm alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors, back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. All of us will be more than happy to be with you on the call this afternoon. This afternoon, the Warriors over here at the Mohawk Baseball Classic in Moravia. We're going to play the second game of the day against Martensdale St Mary's, a team that's highly ranked in Class 1A in the top 10, I believe the 6th. The last time I checked, the Warriors are going to play the Martensdale St Mary's Blue Devils, I believe. Looks like Martensdale, the home team, Warriors visiting team in the first game of the day for each team, second game of the tournament. In the first game, Moravia got a 6-5 win over Albia. And hey, a big thanks to all of our listeners today. If you're choosing to make this broadcast part of your afternoon, thank you for doing so. Couldn't do it without you. A couple of ways for you to join us today. We're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Like I said, if you're choosing to make this broadcast part of your afternoon on this Saturday, June 21st, we couldn't appreciate you more. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. They'll have the pregame show sponsorship. The Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. They will sponsor the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. They'll sponsor the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com will sponsor the first pitch. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. They'll sponsor all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding area. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive on home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. They sponsor the player of the game. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Atomo, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. They sponsor the coaches and players' interviews throughout the course of the year. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring the pitching changes throughout the course of today's game. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, a proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Dowd's Quick Step of Dowd's, for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. They sponsor the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. The Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, sponsoring the home runs hit by the Warrior batters. And finally, Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street in Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. All right, Martensdale St Mary's finished up their infield. Warriors taking infield right now. We'll do a 3-minute break here, and when we come back, we'll check out the starting lineups. Might be a little bit of an abbreviated pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seeds, as we're running a little bit behind. We'll take a look at the starting lineups, pitching matchup, try to break down both teams. All that and more still to come here on the pregame show after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in the pregame show after this 3-minute break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Warriors have completed their infield. We're here at the Mohawk Baseball Classic in Moravia today. Warriors getting ready to take on Martensdale St Mary's. Second game of the tournament, first game for each team on the day. Let's continue things with the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. Let's take a quick look at both teams, starting with Martensdale St Mary's. Coaches are John Fitzpatrick and Danny Strabel. Next action for them will be right here, June 21st, Saturday, the second game of the tournament, depending on the winner and loser of this matchup. They are the Martensdale St Mary's Blue Devils, boys high school varsity baseball. Their impressive record, 19-3, coming into today, 11-0 at home, 8-3 on the road. Have yet to play it. This will be their first neutral site game. They compete in Class 1A, the Pride of Iowa Conference. 9-1 in the conference for Martensdale. In the last 5, they are 5-0. They have wins this year over Bedford, Panorama, Clark Community, Southeast Warren, Easton Valley, twice over Macokota, Audubon, Southwest Valley, Wayne, Mount Ayr, Nottoway Valley also. East Union twice, Perry twice, Earlham, and Lennox twice. That's quite a list. Their losses are to Bedford, Easton Valley, and Southeast Warren. Last time out was Thursday, June 19th for Martensdale, and 8-7 and 11-5. They swept a doubleheader at Lennox. Their leading players, batting average, Trey White, 587, Colton White, 415, Cale Morrow at 403. Hits leaders, Trey White at 44, Colton White 27, Cale Morrow at 27. RBI leaders, Colton White 30, Trey White 25, Cale Morrow at 25. Steals leaders, Brady Baker has 28. ERA leaders for Martensdale, Cale Morrow 4.05, 27 and 2/3 innings pitched. Talon Squire 1.62 and 26 even innings pitched. Morrow leads them with strikeouts with 32. Travis White has 29. Squire leads them on the mound with 5 wins. They average 10.9 runs a game, give up 3.2. Team batting, 343. Team on base, 489. Team slugging, 478. Team fielding, 954. The team ERA is 2.36. Let's take a quick look at the Warriors. Head coach is Shane Bagley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for us, game 2 of the day right here at the Mohawk Baseball Classic. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys high school varsity baseball. Got a win last night, proved to 7-9 on the year. 3-4 at home, 3-3 on the road, 1-2 neutral site games, competing in Class 1A, Southeast Iowa Super Conference, South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 2-5. The last 5, they are 2-3. The wins for the Warriors this year have come over West Burlington, Winfield Mount Union, Fort Madison, Pekin, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, and Louisa Muscatine. While their losses have come to Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, twice to Mediapolis, Fairfield, Davis County, Burlington, Notre Dame, Central Lee, and New London. That was the last time out for the Warriors Friday June 20th, last night, they got a win at Louisa Muscatine by the score of 9-4. Leading players for the Warriors, batting average, Simmons, 438, Leffler, 412, Coral, 326. Hits leaders, Leffler with 21, Coral with 14, Millard with 12. RBI leaders for Van Buren County, Leffler and Millard with 9, Coral with 7. Leffler leads them on the bases with 20 steals. McAtee leads them with 13 runs scored. ERA leaders, McAtee 2.05 and 30 and 2/3 innings pitched. Coral 2.00 and 14 innings pitched. McAtee leads them in strikeouts with 25. Coral has 21. McAtee has 3 wins on the mound. Will Coral has 2 to lead him there. Warriors average 4.75 runs a game. They give up 5.6. The team batting average is 249. Team on base is 355. Team slugging is 293. Team fielding is 927. And the team ERA for Van Buren County is 4.20. Let's take a look at the conference standings updated after last night's action in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference in the North. Highland 8-4, 5-0. Hillcrest Academy 7-6, 4-3. Pekin is 5-7, 4-3. Louisa Muscatine 5-7, 4-3. Winfield Mount Union 3-10, 3-4. Lone Tree 6-8, 3-5. Buffalo is 1-11, 1-7. In the South, where the Warriors call home, Mediapolis 18-1, 11-0. Central Lee 11-3, 4-3. Burlington Notre Dame 8-5, 7-3. New London 11-6, 4-4. Van Buren County 7-9, 2-5. West Burlington 7-6, 3-6. And Danville is 0-14. 0-9. Other action around the conference today, not too much going on. Burlington Notre Dame will be at Williamsburg to play Central DeWitt and Williamsburg, and the Warriors right here to participate in the Mohawk Baseball Classic. We can also check the conference standings for Martensdale St Mary's, as I did write those down. Wanted to go over them with you. The Pride of Iowa Conference, Martensdale St Mary's 19-3, 9-1. Southeast Warren 10-6, 8-3. Lennox 12-7, 7-3. Mount Ayr 11-3, 7-3. East Union 8-9, 4-6. Southwest Valley 8-7, 4-5. Wayne is 5-8, 3-5. Nottoway Valley 3-10, 2-7. Central Decatur is 2-13, 1-10. So look at the conference standings in the Pride of Iowa. Martensdale St Mary's calls home. Let's jump right away to the starting lineups. Those are brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. The visitors in this first game, the Warriors, leading off, number 1, Aiden McAtee, senior, playing left field. Batting second, number 7, Leo Urach, a freshman in center field. Batting third, number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior at shortstop. The cleanup man is number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior at first base. Batting fifth is number 2, Kinnick Millard, a sophomore, pitching. Batting sixth is the DH, number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore. Batting for number 25, Colton Kirkhart, the junior, who's playing third base. Batting seventh, number 17, Caden Simmons, junior, catching. Batting eighth, number 34, Keegan Young, a junior at second base. And batting ninth, number 4, Gavin Knoll, a junior in right field. Once again for the Warriors, McAtee, Urach, Leffler, Meek, Millard, Coral for Kirkhart, Simmons, Young, and Knoll. Let's take a look at the starting lineup from Martensdale St Mary's. Leading off is number 2, Cooper Hamilton. He's the DH. Batting for number 7, Trenton Jellison, who's playing catcher. Batting second is number 18, Trey White, who is, and I didn't write down their years. See if I can get those. He's at first base. Batting third is number 12, Colton White. He's at third base. Batting fourth is number 1, Cale Marot. He's in left field. Batting fifth is number 13, Travis White. He's at shortstop. Batting sixth is number 9, Talon Squire. He's at second base. Batting seventh is number 11, Jack Gavin. He's on the mound. Batting eighth is number 16, Jason Fugate. He's in right field. Batting ninth is number 4, Clayton Peterson. He's in center field. Once again for Martensdale St Mary's, it's Hamilton for Jellison, Trey White, Colton White, Morrow, Travis White, Squire, Gavin, Fugate, and Peterson. We're about ready to go. As I got through that about as fast as I could. McAtee stepping in there, and here comes Gavin to him. McAtee takes the ball. 1-0, and we are underway. Let's check the time. It is 12:26, close to a 12:30 start. Called strike. Second pitch to McAtee. It's 1-1. Weather conditions, it's 87, feels like 96, 65% humidity, wind south-southwest, 22 miles an hour, gusting to 40. Swing and a miss, foul tip out of the catcher's glove. It's 1-2 to Aiden. Let's see if we can get you some stats from last night. For McAtee, he was 0 for 3, reached on an air, 2 runs scored, 2 walks against Louisa Muscatine. McAtee 170 coming into action today. That one fouled back, foul tip all the way back to the screen here in front of us. We'll do it again from 1-2. We could try to set up the pitcher for you, Jack Gavin, number 11. He's a junior. Pitched in 3 games, started them all, 2-0 record without a save, 10 2/3 innings pitched. And that's a called strike 3 to McAtee. Was it swinging or called? I didn't see it. Called. He goes down looking backwards, K. First out of the inning. First strikeout for Gavin. Batting in the second spot is number 7, Leo Urach, freshman, playing center field. Last night, 0 for 2, reached on an error, 3 walks, a run scored. He's in there from the right side to face the righty Gavin. Bounce that one in there, 1-0 to Urach. Finished the line on Gavin, 172 total pitches, 45 official at-bats against him, a .222 average, 10 hits, 10 runs, 5 earned, 6 walks, no hit batters, 9 strikeouts, a 3.28 ERA. Here he comes. That one grounded weakly down the third base line, foul. 1-1 to Urach. Urach on to year 268. And we got to try to get you some, if I can, pencil him in and look in between pitches here. We'll get the years on these players for Martensdale St Mary, so when they go through the lineup, I can let you know. But Gavin is ready. Here he comes to Urach. Left it high, maybe on a breaking ball. 2-1. Gavin ready again, out of the windup. Urach off the handle of the bat, a weak pop up to third base. Caught by Colton White over there. Urach pops out to third, second out of the inning. Bringing up Isaac Leffler, number 3 in the 3 spot, senior shortstop. Leffler 4-12 coming into today, 1 for 4, a single, a walk, a run, scored an RBI last night at Louisa Muscatine. Gavin's first pitch to Leffler. Inside for a ball, 1-0 to Isaac. Gavin stares in over his glove, and here he comes. Swing and a miss, and a breaking ball. Leffler swung over the top of that one, 1-1. Martensdale St Mary's with an impressive 19-3 record. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, and I think that beamed him. Leffler will go down to first on a hit by pitch. Warriors get a 2-out base runner. First batter hit by Gavin. That'll bring up the cleanup man, number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior first baseman. Meek on the year, 250. Last night at Louisa, 0 for 5, but he reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI and a run scored. So Leffler on at first, who might probably look to steal. Gavin out of the stretch. Leffler stays put. That one gets by the catcher on a pass ball. Should have been caught. Put Leffler down to second with 2 outs on that pass ball. And the count to Meek is 1-0. I think they got a pitch counter out there on the scoreboard too, so I got something to check my work against. Leffler now at second. The 1-0, Meek popped it up. Shallow left field, left fielder in, right behind shortstop, and that's Morrow out there to make the play. So Meek flies out to left, third out of the inning. Millard will lead off in the 5 spot for the Warriors. Warriors get no runs, no hits, so we're no errors. They leave 1 on base as Leffler got on the hit by pitch. I had 14 pitches for Gavin to get through the first. We're through in half an inning. No score. We'll take a 1-minute break. Come on back for the bottom of the first. Martensdale St Mary's coming to the plate. Warriors will go on defense. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you for the bottom of the second. Martensdale St Mary's coming to the plate for the first time. 1, 2, and 3 in the order due up. Cooper Hamilton, the DH, number 2 freshman. Batting for number 7, Trenton Jellison, the sophomore, who is the catcher. Kinnick Millard on the mound. Wind up. First offering. Missed inside. 1-0 to Hamilton. He's the DH, 320 for him. Batting for Jellison, who's at 500 limited at bats. That's a called strike. 1-1. First pitch of the game brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Starting lineups were Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Pregame show was Iowa, Missouri seed of Keosauqua. Millard ready again. And the righty missed. Outside on a fastball. 2-1. Millard, number 2, sophomore infielder pitcher, pitched in 4 games, started 2 with an 0-2 record. Here he comes. That one missed low. 3-1. He's got no saves, 10 innings pitched, 262 total pitches, 63 official at bats against him. That one's in there for a called strike. 3-2, full count now. Let's finish that line. 190 average against Millard. 12 hits, 18 runs, 17 earned, 15 walks, 4 hit batters, 4 strikeouts, 11, and he struck him out looking. 11.90 ERA for Millard. Hamilton, the freshman, goes down looking. First out of the inning. Strikeout brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Kinnick Millard, first strikeout of the day. Up next is number 18, Trey White. It's spelled W-I-G-H-T. Senior, he's at first base today, 587 from the left side. They got some guys who have some impressive offensive numbers. That one fouled off to the left, up and out of play. 0-1 to Trey White. Millard stares in over his glove to Simmons. Has his sign. He rocks and fires. Swing and a miss by White. 0-2 to the batter. Millard ready. Don't give him anything good. Breaking ball left it high and outside. 1-2. Millard still ahead. We're at the Mohawk Baseball Classic here in Moravia. We're here last year too, and it was about as hot. Feels about the same. Swing and a miss. Millard gets him reaching. Kinnick sets the first 2 down with a strikeout. 2 outs, nobody on. Strikeout brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Here's number 12 in the 3 spot, Colton White, W-I-G-H-T, junior at third base. 4:15 for him. He's also a left-handed, tall, lanky batter. Millard to him, high and in on a fastball, 1-0. Millard's 1-0 on the way high, but he swung through it, got him to chase. Count even at 1-1. Millard's 1-1, high and in. It's 2-1. White ahead now. They've got brothers, must be your cousins, W-I-G-H-T. It's Trey and Colton. That pitch fouled back to the screen, straight back. 2-2. And then they also have the conventionally spelled White. That's Travis White. He bats 5th. So I'll have to try to keep that straight today. Ball on the next offering from Millard. Full up. 3-2 now on 15 pitches for Kinnick. This is Colton White. 4:15. He drew a walk from Millard. First one of the day issued. 2 out base runner for Martensdale. It's Millard's first walk issued. And the cleanup man due up next is number 1, Cale Morrow, I should say. A senior left fielder. 4:03 for him. Another left-handed batter. Got a bunch of lefties here. 3 out of the first 4, I think. So White, Colton White at first base. There he goes. Pitch gets by Simmons on a pass ball. He's thought about going to third. He goes back to second. So put him to second on a pass ball. 1-0 to the batter, Cale Morrow. Morrow, a senior left fielder. Millard out of the stretch, high. 2-0. Millard retired the first 2 strikeouts via the strikeout, looking and swinging. And then a hit batter down to second on the pass ball. Martensdale St Mary's with a 2 out base runner in scoring position. That one high and in. Morrow looked at it. It's 3-0. Warriors looking for an out to get out of this inning. Leffler playing games behind the runner out there. That one missed low and in. So there are 2 base on balls. Excuse me if I said hit by pitch. 2 base on balls in a row. First and second with 2 out now. Second walk issued by Millard with 2 strikeouts. Here is number 13, Travis White, junior shortstop, 290 for him, a right-handed batter. His last name spelled the conventional W-H-I-T-E. High and outside, Millard struggling with command right now, 1-0 to White. Warriors a force at third, second, or first. Grounder on the infield, just tagged the nearest bag. Millard's ready, high and in. Can't find his release point after striking out the first 2 in the inning. Out of the stretch, Millard working now. He'll bluff a throw back to second, runner back. That's Colton White out there. Cale Morrow at first. Here's the pitch. That one missed. Maybe outside. 3-0 to the batter, Travis White. Be careful here. Walked him. So 2 strikeouts to start the inning. 3 walks in a row have loaded him up. Colton White to third, Cale Morrow to second, Travis White to first. 3rd walk issued. This is number 9, Talon Squire, senior second baseman, 316 for him, right-handed batter. Millard out of the windup. That one bounced to second. Leffler dropped it, picked it up, will throw to Meek. They'll get the out over there. Nice recovery by the Warrior defense. Squire retired. 6-3 on the play. 3rd out of the inning. Jack Gavin will lead off in the 7th spot for Martensdale St Mary's when they bat in the bottom of the 2nd. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 3. We're scoreless on 25 pitches for Millard to get through the first. Scoreless after 1. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the 2nd when we come back. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you from the Mohawk Baseball Classic. 5, 6, and 7 for the Warriors due up. That's Millard, the DH, Coral, and Simmons. Here comes Gavin. A slow chopper past the mound, cut off by the third baseman. Nicely, he'll throw over to first to get Millard. That's Colton White over to Trey White. Millard on one pitch, retired. 5-3, first out of the inning. Nice play as Colton White cut that one off in front of the shortstop, made it easy play over to first to Trey White. A called strike on the first pitch to Will Coral. 0-1 to count to him. I didn't even get a chance to talk about what these Warriors did last night. Millard was 0 for 4, reached on an error twice, had an RBI, 2 runs scored, low and outside, gets away from the catcher. Coral's 2 for 2, a single, a double, two walks, and a run scored. Count to him now is 1-1. Millard on the year was batting .226. Coral is batting .326. 1-1. Count to the batter. Gavin, the righty, tall, lanky pitcher. High and outside. Coral looked at a ball. 2-1 now. Coral batting .326, batting for Kirkard, who's playing third, hitting .111 for Colton. Coral in there from the left side. The righty coming to him. Ooh, check swing. Low and in, bounced it in there. 3-1 to count now. Called strike on a fastball to make it a full count. 3-2. Gavin ready again. The payoff to Coral. Drew a walk. Did Will. Warriors a 1-out base runner. Gavin's first walk issued. The other base runner was a hit by pitch to Leffler. We'll check him at first. Coral back safely. Here is number 17, Caden Simmons in the 7th slot, junior catcher. In there from the right side. Ooh, first pitch beamed him from Gavin. Second hit by pitch. Coral down to second. Caden Simmons the first, 2 on with 1 out. Second hit batter by Gavin. Simmons on the year came in batting .438. He was, well, let's see, 0 for 3 last night at Louisa Muscatine. Here's Keegan Young. Oh, and he gets plunked on the first pitch. Gavin losing control. Back-to-back hit batters. Here comes the coach to talk to him. Bases loaded with 1 out for the Warriors. Keegan Young is playing second base today. No average for him on the year. He's plunked in the back. A little breezy today. Hard to keep the papers secured, but I'm doing my best. Still talking on the mound is one of the coaches to the pitcher, Jack Gavin. So the Warriors with a threat here. They've got him loaded with 1 out for number 4, Gavin Knoll in the 9th spot. Junior right fielder. Knoll, no average on the year as well. Good time for a first hit here, Gavin. We'll take a walk, hit by pitch, wild pitch, pass ball, anything to score a run. Gavin in there from the right side. That's Gavin Knoll to face the pitcher, Jack Gavin. Swing and a miss. First offering to him, it's 0-1. So we got the pitcher with the last name of Gavin, and the Warrior batter has the first name of Gavin. Out of the windup, popped up and out of play over us. On that next pitch, it's 0-2. Martensdale St Mary's infield will look to turn 2 up the middle if they can. Probably to the corners. They might go home to first, get the force at both places. We'll see. The 0-2. Fouled back again. We'll do it again from 0-2. Gavin Knoll battling here. Here comes the next 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball left it a little bit high outside. I'll call it 1-2. Pitcher's pitch, not much you can do with that one. If it's a called strike, you tip your hat. It was a ball, so he's in the at-bat still. The 1-2 on the way. That one line towards left, caught. A liner out to left field is caught out there by Morrow. Second out of the inning. Gavin Knoll flies to left. Now they're loaded with 2 outs. For Aiden McAtee, he struck out looking his first time. McAtee 170 on the year in there from the left side, looking to drive in some runs. Liner down the third base line. Oh, just foul. Good idea by Aiden. He went with the pitch. Just a strike, though. 0-1 to McAtee. That one would have been trouble. That would have scored 2 at least. But wrong side of the foul line for the Warrior fans. Here comes Gavin. Ooh, that fouled that one off the catcher's mitt or mask all the way back. Comes Urach out of the on-deck circle. Quickly 0-2 to McEntee, and Gavin looking to get out of this bases-loaded jam for Martensdale St Mary's. Warriors be a golden opportunity missed. They had them loaded with 1 out here. If they don't push one across and take the lead, let's see. We need McEntee right here. Gavin coming to him. Bounce that one in. It gets past the catcher. Here comes Coral from third. He's on it. Throw home. Nope, no slide. Throw back. Gets past the pitcher. First baseman comes to back it up. Warriors take a 1-0 lead as Will Coral scores on the, I'll call that a pass ball. Move Simmons to third. Young to second. Still 2 on with 2 out. I have to get the scoring summary started here in the top of the second. Pass ball. That was a pitch, was a ball. Swing and a miss. A foul tip, I guess. It's 1-2 to Aiden McAtee. Gavin out of the stretch. 1-2 on the way. High. McAtee looked at a ball. Even now at 2-2. So the pass ball scores Coral to make it 1-0. Van Buren County here as we play top of the second. 2 out, runners at second and third. The pitch. Fouled off left side, out of play. We'll do it again from 2-2. And what did they say? McAtee trotting down to first. Oh, catcher interference. Okay. So down to first is McAtee. They're loaded with 2 outs for Urach, who popped out to third his first time. Gavin out of the windup coming to Urach. Fouled straight back into the screen. Not sure. I have to look that one up, AJ. I'm not quite sure how you score that. Just catcher's interference. It's 0-1 to Urach. I put a CI for catcher interference in the book. Might be one of the only times in my 3 years of covering baseball that I've had to put that one in the book. Oh, 1 on the way from Gavin. Inside, brushed him back. 1-1 to Urach. Urach playing center today. McKinney not out there. 268 for Leo. Looking to drive in some runs. Gavin coming to him. Good stop by the catcher as that one bounced in there. 2-1 to Urach. Warriors lead 1-0 on the pass ball, scoring Will Coral with the bases loaded with 2 out. They're still loaded after catcher interference put McAtee on the empty base at first. Outside and low. 3-1. No place to put him. They're loaded with 2 out. Leffler on deck for the Warriors. See if we can get him to the plate. That's a called strike. Lengthy inning for Gavin. 25 pitches. It's full to Urach. So a payoff coming. Warrior runners should be off with the pitch. 2 strikes, 2 outs. So a swing and a miss. He gets Urach on strikes. Third out of the inning. Leffler lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the third. But the Warriors take the lead. They get a run without the aid of a hit. There were no errors. They're going to leave 3. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0 Warriors. They were aided by some hit batters there by Gavin. 26 pitches for him to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 40. We'll take a 1-minute break, coming back for the bottom of the second. Martensdale St Mary's coming back up to the plate when we return. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Seven, 8, 9 due up from Martensdale St Mary's. This is Jack Gavin. 1-0 to him from Kinnick Miller. The next pitch, grounder. On the infield is short. Leffler has it. He'll throw over to Meek and retire Jack Gavin. 6-3 short to first out of the inning. Jack Gavin was number 11 junior. He's on the mound today. He was batting .259 coming into action today. Millard gets him on 2 pitches. Here is Number 16 in the 8th spot, Jason Fugate, senior right fielder, 286 for him. Gavin was a right-handed batter, so is Fugate. Millard ready. The windup and the pitch, high and in for a ball, 1-0 to Fugate. Here comes a 1-0, popped right side up and out of play. 1-1. Millard started the inning with 25 pitches, is up to 29. 40 game total for Gavin on the other side. Millard, a slower windup. Missed. Ball low and in. 2-1 now to Fugate. It's spelled F-U-G-A-T-E. I checked with their coaches to get the pronunciation right, something I try to strive at. Here comes a 2-1 to Fugate. Low on a fastball. 3-1 now to the batter. Millard looking into Simmons. He's got his pitch. Here he comes. He missed. Not sure where. Fugate draws a 1-out walk. Millard's fourth walk issued. I would say that's the nemesis of Kinnick on the mound. He's a good pitcher. Just got to keep the command. Here's number 4, Clayton Peterson, junior center fielder, 071. Millard missed, low and outside on a fastball, 1-0 to Peterson. Bats in the 9th spot, right-handed batter. Fugate at first after he drew a walk. With 1 out, Millard will throw and check him. Meek has to reach high to get it. He's back safely. Millard out of the stretch now, coming to the plate, missed outside. Simmons faked, throwing behind the runner. It's 2-0, so you want to let the bottom of the order get things started here. Millard got Gavin, first batter, to ground out, and then a walk. Warriors will look to turn 2 up the middle and get out of this before they got to face that gauntlet at the top high. Simmons had to stand up to get that one. It's 3-0. Millard in danger of walking the 8 and 9 man here. That would be dangerous to this lineup. There's a called strike. Runner goes, throw down to second. Safe. 3-1 to count. Fugate to second on a stolen base. Strikeout would help Kinnick here. 3-1. He's got some work to do. Second baseman coming over. That one missed all the way back. Wild pitch. The runner is just going to keep going. They'll throw to second. Cut off by Leffler, and lots of planned play by Martensdale St Mary's. After the walk, he just kept right on and running. He ends up at second. I'll call that other one another pass ball, I think, on Simmons. 5th walk issued by Millard. So the second and third, that one fouled into Simmons' catcher's mitt. 0-1 to the DH. Leadoff man, number 2, Cooper Hamilton, freshman. He struck out looking his first time. Second and third with 1 out. That one, pass ball, gets by Simmons. He's having trouble catching that outside one. Throw back to Miller. The runner is safe. Runner from second goes to third. Score Fugate on a pass ball. Peterson to third. Count to the batter is 1-1. So we're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Millard missed outside on a fastball, 2-1 to Hamilton. Here comes the next pitch, called strikeout or half. Count even at 2-2 to Hamilton. Hamilton, the DH, 320 for him, batting for the catcher. Jellison's batting 500, but limited at bats. Soft pop-up on the infield. Leffler behind second. He'll make the catch. Runner bluffs, will not go. Second out is Hamilton on the pop-out to Leffler behind the bag at second. So now a runner at third with 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Martensdale St Mary's. They've tallied 1 to tie it at 1. This is number 18, Trey White, in the 2 spot, senior first baseman, struck out swinging his first time. 587 for him on the year. Millard missed. High and in. 1-0 to Trey White. Tall, lanky, left-handed batter. Millard's delivery. Popped up, nope, fly ball, I should say. Headed towards center. Urach underneath it. He'll make the catch as he loses his hat, but that'll end the inning. Trey White flies out to Urach in center. That's the third out. Colton White in the third spot to lead off, and Martensdale St Mary's bats in the bottom of the third. They get a run on no hits. There was no errors by the Warriors. Some passed balls, though. They leave one. 19 pitches to get Millard through the second. I've got him through 44 game total through 2 innings. Take a 60-second break. Warriors coming to the plate. Top of the third when we return. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. We're tied at 1. Streaming live on the Atemolo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All made possible through the Atemolo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
All right, back with you to start the top of the third. 3-4-5, Leffler, Meek, Millard. That one over the catcher from Gavin to Leffler, who was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Count to him right now, 1-0. He was stranded on the bases. The totals right now, each team has stranded 4. Each team has scored 1 run in the second inning. No hits and no errors in the game. Second pitch missed. It's 2-0 to Isaac. Came into today. Batting .412, right-handed batter against the righty, Gavin, who is ready out of the windup if he's coming. Leffler sends one. Will it stay fair? Foul, though, the wind blowing it back, and that, it lands fair. And Leffler didn't run right away. All throw over to first. Oh, and he beats it. Boy, the wind blew that one. It's coming in. Leffler didn't run right away, but he beats it. Give him a single. Wow, strange play. First hit of the game. It got blown back into play. It looked like it was headed fouled on the left field line, a high pop-up. First hit. Here's Isaiah Meek, and it looked like it was going to land foul. The third baseman, shortstop, left fielder, they overran it and blew back into play, landed fair. Leffler was still standing at home. It was picked up, and Meek sends a pop-up on the infield. This one to short. Oh, and the left fielder coming in, they slightly collide, but it's caught by the shortstop. Meek pops out to short on one pitch. Leffler stays at first. So Meek 0 for 2 on the day now. He was at 250 on the year. A lot of action on 4 pitches. To recap, Leffler beat it on the long throw from shallow. Millard back to the action, lines one through. As the shortstop went to cover, Leffler was running. Millard on at first with a single. Push Leffler to second. Millard 1 for 2 on the day. He was at 226 coming into play today. Give him a single, second hit of the inning. Second hit given up by Gavin. And Martensdale St Mary's coach out to talk to his boys in the field right now. And I think I know what he's saying. They don't look as sharp as I thought a 19-3 team would look. And that might be what he's telling them right now. So just to recap that play with Isaac Leffler, was a high pop-up down the left field line. It looked like it was going to stay foul. The wind coming in from the corner out there in left field, across the diamond, left to right, blew it back fair. 3 Martensdale St. Mary's players, or 2, overran it. It was picked up in fair territory. Leffler was standing at home. He had to get on his horse, and he beat the throw out from left field along the foul line to first base. So a strange play. Then Meek popped out. Millard with a hit. First and second, 1 out. Here's number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore DH batting for number 25, Colton Kirkhart, a junior who's playing third base. Coral walked, scored a run in the second. A chopper at the plate hits him in the box, dead ball. 0-1 to Will. Coral into play today, 326. 0-1 to him the next offering. Breaking ball lands for a strike. Oh, quickly 0-2 to Will. Let's see. Gavin started this inning with 40 pitches. He's got 7. He's up to a game total of 47. Warrior runners at first and second with 1 out, 0-2 to Coral. High and outside. He watched it. 1-2. Luckily, there's a breeze today, keeping AJ and I semi-cool, I'll call it. It's steamy, no doubt about it. It's hot. Will sends a liner to left. Oh, going to be caught. Runners hustle back and get back. Boy, that would have been nice if that one would have got down. Coral, a liner out to left. Second out of the inning, now 2 on with 2 out for the Warriors. Here's number 17, Caden Simmons, a junior catcher. He was hit by a pitch, stranded on the bases in the second. 4:38 coming into today. 2 on and 2 out for the Warriors. We're tied at 1. Out of the stretch, Gavin to Simmons. There goes Leffler. The throw down to third. Isaac will beat it easily. Runner at first stays. Pitch was a ball. A strike, I guess. Didn't look like a strike, but that's what the scoreboard says. We'll go with it. 0-1 to Simmons. Put Leffler to third on a stolen base. He's leading the team there. Maybe he's got 21 of them now. Pitch was a strike. Okay, I'm right on that. It's 0-1 to Simmons. First and third for the Warriors with 2 out. We're tied at 1. They'll throw to third, and he throws it away. That'll be an E1. Here comes Leffler scoring. I don't know what if they were going to step off and go back to first and check. Simmons to second. Leffler will score on the wild throw by the pitcher trying to get him at third base. So, Warriors lead at 2-1 here in the top of the third. Simmons is swinging a miss. 0-2. Put Millard at second on that throw, got away from the pitcher over there along the left field fence. Breaking ball, check swing. Did he hold? No, it's going to be a strike. Simmons went around. Third out of the inning. That's the third strikeout for Gavin. When the Warriors bat in the fourth, Keegan Young will lead off. They get a run on a couple of hits. The run scores on an error by the pitcher, though. They're going to end up leaving 1 on base. So 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. Warriors lead 2-1 after 2.5. Bottom of the third coming when we come back after this 60-second break. 12 pitches for Gavin to get through the 30s up to a game total of 52. Let's take a 1-minute break. Back with you in the bottom of the third when we come back. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, back with you from the Mohawk Baseball Classic in Moravia. We go to the bottom of the third, 3, 4, and 5. This is Colton White. Drew a walk, stranded on the bases. First time Millard misses high and outside to him on the first pitch, 1-0. White's number 12, W-I-G-H-T, bats in the 3 spot. A junior playing third base today. 4-15, left-handed batter, sends a fly ball deep to left center, and it's gone. Home run. The wind might have helped that one a little bit. Yurok back there to give it a look. I think it hit the scoreboard. So White homers on the second pitch of the inning to tie this one up at 2 off of Millard. First hit of the game by Martensdale. Second run given up So we're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the third. Up next is Kale Morrow, number 1, senior left fielder. First pitch to him missed. It's 1-0. Morrow, 403. He's a left-handed batter as well. That one missed. Low and in, I will guess. 2-0 to the batter, Morrow. Millard to the plate. Missed on that one. 3-0. Kinnick a little bit disappointed in himself, I think, going 3-0 here. And he's have to try to fight back in the count. That one bounced in there. 4-pitch walk to Morrow. So he's given up a homer and a walk to the first 2 batters. It's the 6th walk issued by Millard, and you're playing with fire here with Martensdale St Mary's lineup with this many walks. We're tied at 2, bottom of the third. They've scored once. They've got 1 on with nobody out for number 13, Travis White, junior shortstop. 290 for him. Millard missed again, low and outside. So he's missed on 5 straight. The pitch before that was a home run. Millard out of the stretch. Morrow with his lead. That one gets by Simmons. Runner to second on a pass ball. That's too many pass balls for the Warriors. Just having trouble catching that outside one is Caden today. 2-0 the count to White. Runner in scoring position with nobody out after they've tallied once on the homer by Colton White. To lead off the inning, Millard to the plate. Inside a little bit. 3-0. He's in danger of back-to-back walks here after that leadoff home run. Got to let your defense help you here. Can't do anything if you're walking them. And he walked another one. Back-to-back walks. First and second, nobody out. It's the 7th walk of the game by Millard. Here's number 9, Talon Squire, senior second baseman, 316 in there from the right side. He grounded to short. Travis White has walked both times now. Missed on that first pitch to him, 1-0 to Squire. Squire, a right-handed batter. Millard coming to him. Breaking ball, landed it for a strike. Count even at 1-1. We're tied at 2, but Martensdale St Mary's, runners at first and second with nobody out, and they've tallied once here in the bottom of the third. That pitch popped up on the infield. Meek over to give it a look. Oh, and the Warriors collide. Oh, and it's dropped. Oh, nope, it's an infield fly rule. Excuse me, batter's out. Runners stay put. Good call by the umpires. Infield fly rule takes effect there. First out of the inning. First and second, the runners stay. Head coach Shane Bagley out to talk to Millard. And I think McKinney was coming out of the dugout. He motioned him back. I don't know if he's going to make a pitching change here with 1 out. And he is. Looks like Keegan Young coming into the dugout. Millard's going to go to second. Off the mound to second. Meek looks like he's staying at first. We'll get the new pitcher here and set him up for you in a minute. And pitching change is brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Still waiting on the change. Head coach Shane Bagley talking to the home plate umpire now. So far in the bottom of the third, Martensdale St Mary's has tallied a run on the homer by Colton White. And they've got first and second. With 1 out. 13 pitches I had for Millard in this third inning. He leaves with a game total of 57. He ends up going 2 – 2 1/3, as there is one out here. So Millard goes 2 1/3, giving up a hit on the homer. So far, I should say they have one run on one hit. There's first and second runners. They both got on the walk. Millard goes 2 1/3, giving up that one hit, the homer, walk 7, struck out 2. Brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. He's responsible for both runs. No wild pitches or hit batters by Kinnick, but the 7 walks. Into pitch is number 11, Eli McKinney, the junior for the Warriors. He's number 11, outfielder pitcher. Pitched in one game without a starter, record or save. 2 innings pitched, 40 total pitches, 14 official at-bats against him, 4.29 average, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. No walks, no hit batters, 2 strikeouts, 10.50 ERA for McKinney. We'll reset the pitch counter. And Meek in the game at first. Millard goes from the mound to second. I think they took Keegan Young out of this. 259 for him. Right-handed batter, first and second with 1 out. I think I got everything in. McKinney steps off and looks the runner back to second. Warriors in a little bit of a jam here. 1 out. Infielder look to turn 2 up the middle. McKinney, the lefty, coming inside. Runner to third. Throw down. Got past Kirkhart. Low throw. Runner from first to third. Warriors throwing it around a little bit. So give him a stolen base. Morrow to third. Score him on the E. It's a bad throw. E2. Stare by the Warriors. Martensdale St Mary's leads 3-2. As you can pencil Morrow's run in. McKinney missed. It's 2-0 to the batter, Gavin. Next pitch is a called strike, inner half. 2-1 to Gavin. And that run credited against. Next pitch popped up on the infield. Who's under it? Millard calling. He'll make the catch. Gavin pops out to Millard at second. Second out of the inning. Runner at third still with 2 out. And it's 3-2. That run, last run that scored on the throwing error by the catcher, credited against Millard. McKinney to the plate for a called strike to Fugate. 0-1. Fugate. Drew Walk scored the first run for Martensdale St Mary's. It's 3-2. They lead here with 2 outs. Runner at third. Bottom of the third. McKinney missed with a ball. Count even at 1-1 to Fugate. He's playing right field, 286, the senior. Right-handed batter, McKinney, the lefty on the mound, out of the stretch with a runner at third. He's ready. Here he comes. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now, the count to the batter, Jason Fugate. Warriors looking to get out of this inning with no farther damage. There is a runner at third. McKinney coming to him. A swing and a miss with maybe foul tip into the catchers. Simmons hung on to that one. Good job. So McKinney strikes out Fugate, swinging, third out of the inning. The number 9 man, Peterson, will lead off for Martensdale St Mary's when they bat in the bottom of the fourth. Give McKinney his first strikeout, as Millard had 2. McKinney has 1. Those are brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. 8 pitches for McKinney. Get the Warriors out of trouble in the third. There were 21 total pitches in that inning, 13 by Millard, 8 by McKinney. So we played 3. Martensdale St Mary's leads 3-2. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the fourth. When we come back after this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Autumnal Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
All right, we're back with it, the Mohawk Baseball Classic. It is McKinney into the lineup for Keegan Young. First pitch to him, fouled back 0-1 to McKinney. Gavin's still on the mound, and he's ready, coming to him. Chopped, foul towards the Warrior dugout. On deck batter, Gavin Knoll had to hop out of the way of that one. Quickly 0-2 to McKinney. Get Eli's batting average. It's been climbing steadily. He's up to 275. A soft pop-up on the infield. Third baseman in, makes a basket catch. So, McKinney, a pop-out to third, first out of the inning. Here comes number 4 in the 9 spot, Gavin Knoll, the junior right fielder. Flew to left. He's 0 for 1, looking for his first hit on the year. So Gavin started this inning with 52 pitches. He's got 3. He's up to game total of 55. His first one missed. To Gavin Knoll. 1-0. The count to Knoll. Knoll, the right-handed batter against the righty. Jack Gavin. Oh, that one brushed him back. 2-0. It's 3-2. Martensdale St Mary's with the lead as we play. Top of the 4th. 1 out. Nobody on. Called strikeout or half. Jack Gavin gets back in the count. It's 2-1 to Gavin Knoll. Low. Good scoop by the catcher. Jellison. It is count even now, 2-2. And Jack Gavin steps off. Now he's ready. Out of the windup, here comes the tall, lanky righty. And that is ball 4. I was off. It was 3-2. Excuse me. Gavin Knoll draws a 1-out walk. Warriors get a 1-out base runner. That is the second walk issued, I believe, by Jack Gavin. For the leadoff man now, Aiden McEntee. Missed. Low and outside to McEntee, his third plate appearance. 1-0 the count to him. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Reached on a catcher interference. I'm not sure if that counts. Probably not as an official at bat. Called strike. That's the one thing we'll have to look up, I guess. 1-1 to McEntee to see if that catcher interference, what that does. Probably doesn't count as an official at bat. I'm not sure on that one. It's a different scoring decision. Missed. Some nice breeze coming up behind us. You can probably hear it in the mic. It's 2-1 to McEntee. He's playing left today. 170 coming into play today. Pitched a beauty last night at Louisa Muscatine. Co-player of the game. They'll check him at first and they pick him off. Boy, that hurts. Especially against this team. Knowles, the second out of the inning, picked off at first. That pickoff goes 1-3. Base is empty, 2 outs, 2-1 to McEntee, the left-handed leadoff man in the order for the Warriors. Now McEntee steps back in the box. 2 outs, nobody on. Looking to start a 2-out rally, the 2-1 from Gavin. McEntee swings through. It's 2-2. Gavin ready again. Winds and deals on a 2-2 high. Full now to Aiden McAtee, Warriors senior left fielder for this game. He's been the ace on the mound for the Warriors this year. Here comes a payoff. Fouled off, late swing towards the Martensdale St Mary's dugout. Good fight off by McAtee. We'll do it again from 3-2. The loser of this game will turn right around and play Albia. Game 3 of this tournament on the day will be game 2 for each one of those teams. And then the winners, Moravia won the first game. They'll play the last game of the day against the winner of this game. Here comes another payoff to Aiden. Drew a walk, did McAtee. A good at-bat for Aiden. Gets on base. He got a good on-base percentage. He'll trot down to first. Warriors do get a 2-out base runner. That is the third walk issued by Gavin. He started this inning with 52 pitches. He's got 15. He's up to game total 67. Here is number 7 in the 2-hole in the lineup, Leo Urach, freshman, playing center field. He's 0 for 2. A pop out to third and a strikeout. They'll check him at first. McAtee back safely. Urach in there at 268. That one a wild pitch. Outside past the catcher. McAtee down to second. Runner in scoring position now after that wild pitch. First one uncorked by Gavin. Might have had a couple of pass balls in there. Warriors have had some pass balls that have aided Martensdale St Mary's. It's a good ball game so far. 3-2. Blue Devils lead the Warriors. Top of 4. Runner on second with 2 out. 1-0 to the batter. A called strike to even the count to Urach. 1-1. Next pitch will be the 70th for Gavin in the game. He eyes the runner at second. Here he comes. That one missed. A little off the plate on the outer half. 2-1 now to the batter, Urach. That breeze is keeping us fairly cool, I'll call it. I don't think it feels quite as hot maybe as last year. Maybe it's just because I remembered sunscreen, being the smart broadcaster that I am. AJ, don't laugh at me. That pitch missed. Skips away from the catcher a little bit to the right. Runner stays put. Don't laugh at me since you use the sunscreen too. It's 3-1 to the batter, Leo Urach. Looking to drive in a runner, McAtee from second, and tie this one up. Warriors trail 3-2. Top of the 4th, 2 out. Runner on second. Here comes a 3-1 from Gavin. Ooh, a breaking ball. Landed it. Nice pitch. Full up 3-2 now. He's went full to the last 3 batters. He walked Noel, got picked off at first. Walked McAtee. He's the second on the wild pitch. That one too far outside. Urach draws a base on ball. First and second now with 2 outs for the Warriors. That is the 4th walk. Gavin's struggling with his control here all of a sudden. Here comes a pitcher. We might have a pitching change for Martensdale. He's going to take the ball from Gavin. Looks like we'll have to get some changes for you. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. First batter, the new pitcher will face is number 3, Isaac Leffler, the senior shortstop. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored. He was also hit by a pitch stranded on the bases in the first. Leffler comes in at 4-12. So 21 pitches here for Gavin in the 4th. 52, 62, 73. He will leave with a game total. And, well, is he going to leave him in? I think he's going to leave him in. I thought he took the ball out of his glove. He's leaving him in. So my mistake. Whatever the chit-chat was on the mound, they decided to leave Gavin in. I thought I saw the coach, he put his glove over basket style and maybe took the ball out of it, but maybe they talked him into leaving him in. Here's the first pitch to Leffler. He hits him again. Isaac not happy about that. And he's taking a little bit to walk this one off. Leffler hit by a pitch after the meeting on the mound. That'll load him up. McAtee to third with 2 out. Urach to second. Leffler to first. It's the 4th hit batter by Gavin. Checking him, make sure Leffler's okay. He says he is. Here's Isaiah Meek. He's 0 for number 14, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 2, a fly out and a pop out. Left-handed batter. Gavin with the bases loaded and 2 out. Meek looking to do damage. A chopper towards second. Charge, glove, throw to first. And Meek is the 3rd out of the inning on the grounder to the second baseman. 4-3 on the putout. That gets them out of a jam. Kennick Miller in the 5 spot, a leadoff for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 5th. So the Warriors fail to score. They do get, let's see, no runs on no hits. There were no errors by Martensdale. Warriors end up leaving them loaded. So they strand 3. They've now stranded 8 in the game. Back with you in 60 seconds. 23 pitches to get Gavin through. He's up to a game total now of, let's see, 75 it should be. All right, 60-second break. Then when we come back, Martensdale St Mary's to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 3-2. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Already back with you, Mohawk Baseball Classic, swing and a miss on the first pitch from Eli McKinney, still out there on the mound for the Warriors. So number 4, Clayton Peterson in the 9 spot, junior center fielder. 071 for Peterson on the year, 0-1 to him. McKinney to lefty, out of the windup coming to him, missed high and up, or high and outside, excuse me. Count even at 1-1. McKinney with 1 strikeout, and he's starting his work in a second inning here. Eli's ready, the 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Do good for the Warriors to get the ninth man in the order out here to start the inning. Don't let him get on for the top of the order, as it's dangerous enough already. Grounded foul down the third base line towards the fence. We'll do it again from 1-2. Our score is 3-2. Martensdale St Mary's with a 1-run lead as we play bottom of the 4th. The 1-2 to Peterson. Swing and a miss. McKinney gets his second strikeout, first out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the game by Warrior pitching, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. That'll turn the lineup over to the leadoff man. Number 2, Cooper Hamilton, freshman at DH. He's 0 for 2 with a caught looking and a pop out. He's batting for number 7, Trenton Jellison, sophomore, who's doing the catching. Hamilton 320 into play today. Jellison at 500 and limited at bats. If it sounds weird and why you think they might be DHing for him, that's why. McKinney to the plate. Oh, and he got, Hamilton got hit. Hit by a pitch. 1 out base runner for Martensdale St Mary's. First batter hit by Warrior pitching today. And here comes Murderer's Row. Number 18, Trey White, senior first baseman. 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging, fly out to center, but these are some dangerous hitters coming based on their numbers. McKinney out of the stretch is going to go to first, runner back safely, throw to Meek, back to McKinney now. And the next batter, Colton White, homered last inning. These 2, 3, 4 hitters, impressive numbers. McKinney out of the stretch, coming to the plate. Low and outside, good stop by Simmons. He'll throw behind the runner. And he's back on a close play. Count to the batter, Trey White, is 1-0. Train traffic behind us, if you can pick that up in the mic. We're right next to some railroad tracks. McKinney ready, here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball called strike. 1-1 to the batter, Trey White now. 587. A gaudy average coming into play today. He's 0 for 2. Let's make him 0 for 3 and not let him get started. McKinney eyes the runner at first, looks home. Pause, and the pitch. Fly ball, right field, helped out by the wind. Right fielder going back, still going back. Did he catch it? Tough to see. No, he did not. It'll be a long single as it's either over him or off his glove. It's tough for me to see way back there through the fence. Give him a single, the deep single to right. That'll push Hamilton, the hit batter, to second. Trey White to first. First and second with one out now for Martensdale St. Mary's. First hit in the inning. That's the first hit. Only the second hit of the game for him. The other one, that homer. So first and second now with one out. McKinney misses to Colton White. Homered his last time. He is 1 for 1 with a walk. Homer, run scored. 1-0 the count to him. Number 12, junior third baseman, 415. Another left-handed, tall, lanky batter. McKinney caught the plate on a breaking ball, I think. 1-1 to the batter, Colton White. Hamilton at second, Trey White at first. There is one out. Warrior defense up the middle. Look to turn two. Leffler playing games with Hamilton out there at second, trying to keep him close. Here comes McKinney. Ooh, when he had him out in front on a breaking ball, 1-2. Swung through it, did Colton White. So McKinney ahead now, 1-2. He's working out of the stretch. There goes a runner from second. That pitch, fly ball to right. Noel back. He'll make the catch. Runner's got to hurry back to second. Here comes the throw. He'll make it back in time. Colton White flies to Noel in right. Second out of the inning, so now first and second with two outs. Here's Cale Morrow, number 1, senior left fielder. Third plate appearance, no official at bat. He's walked twice, scored a run. 4-0-3 for the lefty. Left-handed batter takes a called strike from McKinney, 0-1 to count. McKinney with a couple of strikeouts. Looking for another one to get out of this. Missed. Low, maybe a little bit away. Count even at 1-1. Martensdale St. Mary runners. First and second, McKinney to the plate. Fouled off left side out of play. So McKinney ahead now 1-2. Strike away from getting out of the mini jam here for McKinney. He's ready. There goes a runner from second. A pitch low and outside. Simmons going to throw down to third. Off of Leffler's glove. Another E2. Here comes the runner. They'll throw it over third base, the left fielder, but Simmons backs it up. No error there. Score Hamilton, give him a stolen base to third, then score him on the throwing error by Simmons over Leffler's glove. They do get a run here and lead it 4-2 in the bottom of the fourth. McKinney to the plate, swing and a miss. That should be the third out of the inning on that 2-2 pitch. He gets Morrow swinging. Third out of the inning. Travis White will lead off in the 5 spot for Martensdale St. Mary's when they bat in the 5th. Third strikeout by McKinney, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. 26 pitches, 18 of them in that inning, 26 game total for McKinney. Martensdale St. Mary's gets a run on a hit. There was a Warrior error, and they end up leaving 1. So we're through 4. It's 4-2 Martensdale St. Mary. 60-second break. We'll come back for the top of the 5th. Warriors looking to get some runs to get even or take the lead. We'll be right back with you after 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for the top of the 5th after this 60-second break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
All right, back with you here for the Mohawk Baseball Classic. Top of the fifth, 1-0 to Kinnick Millard. We missed the pitch. Here's the second pitch, swing and a miss to Millard, 1-1. Millard on the day, 1 for 2. He grounded to third. He's got a single stranded on the bases. Into today, 226 for him. Missed low and outside. Did Jack Gavin, who's still on the mound, 2-1 to Millard. Warriors trail by 2-4-2. They're playing well. Got to get the offense going. Here comes Gavin. And missed inside, passed off the catcher's glove all the way to the backstop. Will Coral, second time out of the on-deck circle, going back to clean up that one that got past the catcher. 3-1 to Millard. Warriors looking to start a rally, get the leadoff man on. Millard sends one to center. Center fielder comes in and makes the catch below his waist there. Nice play. Millard, first out of the inning on the fly out to center. Millard now 1 for 3 on the day. Up next in the 6th spot is the DH, number 9, Will Coral, sophomore DH. He's batting for number 25, Colton Kirkhart, the junior, who's playing third base. Coral in there from the left side. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Takes a called strike. He's also drawn a walk, scored a run. 0-1 to Coral. Into play today, 326. Will's bat's been hot lately. 4 hits. He'll line that one towards the gap in right center, down, and not quite up against the fence. Just as I spoke, he will cruise into second with a stand-up double. Warriors get a 1-out base runner, Will Coral, with a double. First hit of the inning. That is the 3rd hit for the Warriors in the game. Here's Caden Simmons, number 17, the junior catcher. 0 for 1. He gets plunked. Another hit batter by Gavin. That's the 5th. So first and second with 1 out now is Simmons hit by a pitch. Simmons now twice hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches. I was going to look back and see what he did. He was 2 for 2 last night in Louisa. I think he had 4 hits against New London. So with that hit today, 7 hits in the last 3 games. Here is Eli McKinney, the pitcher right now, and Gavin missed inside to him. 1-0 to McKinney. He is 0 for 1, popped to third last inning. He's came into the game when they took Keegan Young out from second and moved Millard over off the mound to second. First and second for the Warriors. McKinney lines one foul down the right field line. Gavin now started this inning with 75 pitches. He's got 10. He's up to a game total of 85. Count to McKinney is 1-1. Eli's bat, too. He had 4 hits last night at Louisa Muscatine. His bat's really been coming around. His average climbed to 275. That one grounded sharply foul down the first base line. Boy, if that's inside the bag, that scored a run for sure. That could have been trouble for Martensdale St Mary's. They dodge a bullet there as it's just foul. So Gavin starting his 5th inning of work. He's given up 3 hits, walked 4, struck out 3, 1 wild pitch, 5 hit batters on 86 pitches. Foul towards the Warrior dugout off of McKinney's bat. It's 1-2 to McKinney. We'll do it again. Coral at second after doubling. Simmons at first after getting hit by a pitch. Gavin eyes the runner at second. That's Coral. Out of the stretch, he decides to step off as a gust of wind, blowing some dust on the infield. Wind coming in from over there left, blowing across towards right, according to the flag, for the most part. Helping to keep us cool, though. No complaints. Gavin's ready. Here he comes to McKinney. Breaking ball missed. Didn't have to be, but it's 2-2. Might have fooled the ump. We'll see. We had something like that last night. Off of the arm of McAtee. Good breaking balls and not called for strikes. There's 1 out in the inning. McKinney calls time, granted by the home plate umpire. Big at bat here. 1 out, but there are 2 on. Keep this rally going. Ooh, swing and a miss. Gavin gets McKinney on the swinging strikeout, 2nd out of the inning. That's Gavin's 4th strikeout of the game. So now 2 on with 2 out for number 4, Gavin Knoll, the junior right fielder. He's 0 for 1 on the day, a fly out to left. He's walked, picked off on the bases last inning. Knoll looking for his first hit on the year. How about a time for that right now, Gavin? Here's the pitch. High and in, he backed out of there. Gavin up to a game total of 90 pitches now. 1-0 to Knoll. We'll see if they let him go past this inning. I'm talking about the pitcher from Martensdale. That one past the catcher. Wild pitch. High and in. Couldn't be caught. Warrior runners will move up to 2nd and 3rd on the wild pitch. Coral to 3rd. Simmons to 2nd. There they are. That's the tying runs. That is the 2nd wild pitch uncorked by Gavin. Here comes the manager. That could be it for him. 2nd visit. Yep, there goes the ball to somebody else. They're going to get him a pitching glove. So on 16 pitches here in the 5th, he ends his game with game total of 91. He ends up going 4 2/3 does Jack Gavin. 2 outs here in the 5th. We'll see if we can get the changes for you and see who's pitching on the mound right now. I'll get a number as soon as we can. Went to the dugout to get maybe an infielder's glove for somebody. Get a number. They just got them on the back of their jerseys. Let's see. Trey White coming into pitch, number 18. He goes for first to the mound. See if we can set him up. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. I actually remembered it. Didn't have to look. Yeah, Jack Gavin, the starter, off the mound to first base. Easy switch. That makes it easier on me. Alrighty, let's set up this pitcher for you. It's Trey White, number 18. A senior, pitched in 4 games, started 1, a 1-0 record with a save, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 201 total pitches for him, 40 official at-bats against him with a 175 average, giving up 7 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, without a hit batter, 14 strikeouts, 3.94 ERA for Trey White, W-I-G-H-T. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. And let's see, first batter he is going to face. He's going to come into a 2 on and 2 out jam. He's going to face Gavin Knoll, number 4, junior right fielder for the Warriors in the number 9 spot in the order.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 4, Gavin Knoll.
All right, here we go. Trey White on the mound. Knoll up there with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Called strike 1 from Trey White. It was a 1-0 count, or now they say it's 2-1. They made the pitching change into the count, so this batter probably credited to Gavin, not White, outside. 2nd pitch for Trey White, but the count is 3-1. To Knoll. A ball would load him up, and it does. Gavin Knoll draws a walk amongst 2 pitchers there. That walk probably credited to Jack Gavin. I'll give it to him. He walked 5 as he started that at bat. So they're loaded. Put Knoll down to first on the base on ball. Turn the lineup over for Aiden McEntee. Follows that one back to the screen on the first pitch. 0-1 to him. Great time for a 2 RBI single here, Aiden. Aiden wears number 1, senior left fielder. So far, he's 0 for 1 with a caught looking. He's also reached on a catcher's interference and a walk. Bases loaded, 2 out. Trey White coming to McAtee. Ooh, brushed him back, high and in. It's 1-1. Count to McAtee. Warriors have him loaded. They've had him loaded a couple of times. Stranded Oh, popped up left side. Just gets out of play. 1-2 now to McAtee. They've left 3 on in the second and 3 on in the fourth. They've stranded 8 total. Need a hit with runners in scoring position here. Trey White to McAtee. Grounder past the mound. Gloved and stepped on second by the shortstop to get the force. And that force will get Noel headed from first to second. He's the third out of the inning on the 6 unassisted. You can technically credit McAtee for reaching on a fielder's choice. Leo Urach in the 2 spot will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 6. I had 7 pitches for White to get him out of trouble in the 5th inning. So the Warriors get no runs on the hit by Coral. There were no errors by Martensdale St Mary's. Warriors once again end up leaving 3. They've now stranded 11 in the game. Take a 60-second break. Come on back for the bottom of the 5th. Martensdale St Mary's back to the plate. They lead 3-2 after 4.5. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air. 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Already back with you from the Mohawk Baseball Classic. Correction on the score. It's 4-2, excuse me, as Martensdale St Mary's got 1 on the runner from third scored on the throwing error last inning. It's 4-2 as we start. Eli McKinney back on the mound. Called strike on the first pitch to batter number 13, Travis White. 0-1. Travis White, the junior shortstop. Third plate appearance, no official at-bats. He's reached twice on walks. McKinney is 0-1. Reached out. Popped up and out of play right on top of some of the shade tents that the fans have up here. Quickly 0-2. To the batter, Travis White. 290. That pitch lined foul down the third base line. We'll do it again from 0-2. McKinney starting pitching in his 3rd inning of work here. 29 game total. Swing and a miss. He gets a strikeout to Travis White. Swinging. That's the first out of the inning. The 4th strikeout by McKinney. 6 strikeouts for Warrior pitchers total on the day. Brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. So, base is empty, 1 out. Here's number 9, Talon Squire, senior second baseman. He's 0-2. Grounded to short, also out on an infield fly rule. Outside from McKinney, 1-0 to the batter. Squire, 316 on the day on the season for him. Martensdale St Mary's leads 4-2 as we play bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. McKinney's ready. Out of the windup, he winds and deals. A breaking ball, missed inside. 2-0 now to the batter, Squire. Right-handed batter against the lefty, McKinney. Eli's ready. He kicks and fires. A called strike. Partial check swing. 2-1 now. Warrior defense now on the infield. It's Kirkhart, Leffler, Millard, Meek. Third to first. Grounder past the mound to Isaac on a few hops. He's got it. He'll throw to first. Meek makes the catch over there. And Talon Squire grounds to short. Second out of the inning. McKinney has set down the first two he's faced here on 8 pitches. That's going to bring up number 11, the pitcher who started, now playing first, Jack Gavin, the junior. He is 0 for 2 on the day, grounder to short, pop out to second. Gavin, 259 into play today. Right-handed batter will face the lefty McKinney. Eli ready. Missed high on a fastball. 1-0 to Jack Gavin. McKinney ready again in the 1-0. Ooh, it's a little bit of a change-up, a breaking ball, slow curve maybe. Had him out ahead over it. 1-1. The 1-1 from McKinney. Outside too far. Simmons out of his crouch to get that one. It's 2-1 to Gavin. McKinney looks into Simmons. They have communicated the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swung through by Gavin. Count even at 2-2. Martensdale St Mary's with a 4-2 lead. Bases empty, 2 out as we play bottom of the 5th. Been a good ball game so far. Warriors need to generate a little bit of offense next time they're up. Popped up infield, foul towards the first base line. Meek comes back, and Isaiah will make the catch in foul territory. Gavin's 0 for 3 now on the pop out to Meek at first. Third out of the inning. McKinney sets him down 1-2-3. Jason Fugate to lead off in the 8th spot for Martensdale St Mary's when they bat. Bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. On 13 pitches, McKinney gets him through the 5th. He's up to a game total now of 39. Score remains Martensdale St Mary's 4, Van Buren County Warriors 2 after 5 complete innings. We'll come back for the top of the 6th. Warriors looking for some offense when we come back after this 60-second break. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live, Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you after 1 minute.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
First pitch to Leo Urach is a called strike, 0-1. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Urach, Leffler, Meek for the Warriors. Urach so far on the day 0 for 2 with a walk stranded on the bases in the 4th. We're playing on top of the 6th. Took another called strike. Did Leo. Quickly 0-2 to him. He's playing center field today, 268. Started McKinney in the dugout, probably knowing that he would come in relief of Millard. That's what happened so far. Each team with one pitching change. Trey White back on the mound. Swing and a miss. He gets the Urach, the freshman, on 3 pitches. Urach down swinging. First out of the inning. First strikeout for Trey White. Here's Isaac Leffler in the 3 spot. Where's number 3 senior shortstop? He's been hit twice. He's also singled, scored a run, so he's 1 for 1. 4th plate appearance, just one official at bat after being hit twice, stranded on the bases. In there from the right side. Called strike to Leffler. 0-1 to Isaac. Warriors have stranded 11. Martensdale St Mary's have stranded 6. Warriors have out hit them 3-2. They trail 4-2. That one low and outside. 1-1 to Isaac Leffler. 4-12 into play today. He's been playing well for the Warriors. At shortstop today, he's been at third most of the year, outside and on a ball. Fastball from White. 2-1. Leffler been hit twice. I'm not sure if that's a product of wanting to pitch him inside. They know he's dangerous as well, looking at the stats. Here comes Trey White. Called strike, evening the count at 2-2 to Leffler. Warrior 3-hole hitter, second up in the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. Warriors trail 4-2, top of the 6th. We're getting late in this one. Been a good ball game, like I've said. Warriors just need to generate a little offense here. Swing and a miss over the top of it, gets past the catcher. Isaac's going to reach on the unsecured third strike. It'll go down as a strikeout, but put Leffler on first. On the unsecured third strike, second strikeout by White. And guess that would be, I think it's a pass ball, not a wild pitch. But an unsecured third strike. Here's Isaiah Meek, cleanup hitter number 14, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 3 on the day, 250 into play today. Meek fouls that one off left side out of play. White up to 16 game total pitches now count to Meek after that foul ball is 0-1. Leffler on at first after he reached on the unsecured third strike. The Warriors have a 1-out base runner. Leffler for Meek. They turn, he'll dive back. They know, I'm sure by looking at the stats, Isaac, he's got a 1 stolen base on the day at least. Yeah, 1. He's got 21 on the year to lead the Warriors there. White checks him. He's coming set now out of the stretch. There goes Isaac. Bounce that one past the catcher. We'll give Isaac a stolen base. He'll round second and stay there. He would have made it anyway. It was a pass ball, but we'll give Leffler a stolen base down to second. Count to the batter. It's 1-1 to Meek. Leffler at second. Trey White, the 1-1. Meek, a bouncer to third. On a couple of hops, they've got Isaac in a rundown, and he's going to make him throw it back. Now he's going to head to third. He'll make it. Martensdale St Mary's fails to execute the pickle play, and it went 5-1, maybe, or 5-6, and Leffler beat it. He's at third. Meek will reach on the fielder's choice. 11 pitches in the inning, 18 game total for White. Warriors have 2 on. First and third. Leffler at third, Meek at first with 1 out for number 2, Kinnick Millard. The sophomore started on the mound, now playing second base. 2:26 into today's game. Out of the stretch, the first pitch to Millard is a called strike. 0-1 to Millard. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Also grounded to third, fly to center. Here comes a pitch to Millard. Lined foul down the right field line. Boy, that one would have scored 1 for sure. Meek would have been on his horse. I don't know. But it's a long strike. I've said that a lot. It's 0-2 to Millard. The Warriors, man, these other teams have been playing with fire because you take about 5 or 6 hit balls for the Warriors that would have been landed fair. Their record could be switched around at 9-7 versus 7-9. Probably would have been the difference in a couple of games. They've had some good swings that have just landed foul. Here comes a pitch. High. Millard took a ball. 1-2 now. Leffler at third. Meek at first after reaching on the fielder's choice. Leffler got out of the pickle, made it from second to third. He was hung up in the middle, but he beat the Martensdale St Mary's defense on that. Late swing by Millard follows it back up and out of play. And we'll do it again from 1-2. White is ready again. The 1-2 breaking ball. There goes Meek. They'll watch Leffler. They will not throw. Stolen base for Meek. Down to second. Second and third with 1 out. There they are. The tying runs for Millard. Count to him. 2-2. Trey White now back to the windup. Here he comes. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Millard goes down on strikes as White gets tough. Swinging strikeout. Second out of the inning. White, his third strikeout. And here comes the DH, number 9, Will Corral, sophomore. DH in for number 25, Colton Kirkhart, the junior, at third base. Corral on the day. 1 for 2. This double, a walk, a run scored. The man you want to have up, his bat's been hot. He takes one high and in for a ball. 1-0 to Coral. Tying runs are out there at third and second for Coral, who's batting .326. Been hot lately with the stick. 1-0 to him. He's ahead in the count. Trey White out of the windup coming to Will. Ooh, he took a called strike. Didn't have to be, maybe right on the borderline between a high ball. But the count even at 1-1. Leffler at third. Meek at second. Warrior runners, they've stranded 11. Got to quit stranded them. Need a hit with runners in scoring position, though that one a good stop on a low-end pitch by the catcher, Jellison. And it's 2-1 to Coral. Ahead again is Will in the count. See if he's got another hit in that bat to drive in 2 and tie this thing at 4. That's what I'm hoping will happen. The pitch popped up. Foul territory. Third base side. Caught. Oh, man, right along the fence. I think the wind helped blow it back in. Right, he had his right arm right against the fence, and Coral pops out to end the inning to the third baseman. So the Warriors failed to score. They get no runs, no hits. There were no errors. There was an unsecured third strike, and Leffler got in out of a rundown, but Warriors end up leaving 2 on 21 pitches for White to get through the 6th, game total of 28. So after 5.5, the score remains 4-2. Martensdale St Mary's with a 2-run lead will go to the bottom of the 6th. Warriors back on defense when we come back after this 60-second break. From the Mohawk Baseball Classic, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball in Moravia, streaming live, Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
All right, we're back with you from Moravia, Iowa, the Mohawk Baseball Classic, headed to the bottom of the 6th, 8-9-1. Fugate, Peterson, Hamilton for Martensdale St Mary's. First pitch from Eli McKinney is high and outside for ball 1. Fugate on the day, 0 for 1. With a strikeout, he's also walked, scored their first run. Called strike on the second offering from McKinney to Fugate, count even at 1-1. It's been 4-2 since the bottom of the 4th. Last run scored was Hamilton on the throwing error down to third base by Simmons. Made it 4-2. That one ripped foul down the third base line. That one had double written all over it if he could straighten it out and make it fair, but just a strike. 1-2 to the batter now. McKinney starting work in his 4th inning. Started with 39. He's got 3. He's up to game total 42. Swing and a miss. He sets down Fugate on a swinging strikeout. First out of the inning. That's McKinney's 5th strikeout, 7th of the day by Warrior Pitching, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Millard went 2 1/3. McKinney came in the 3rd, so he's worked in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and now part of the 6th. Doing a nice job for the Warriors, giving up just 1 run, unearned, I believe, and he's got 5 strikeouts. Pinch hitter here, number 4. It looks like, oh no, this is Peterson still. It's Gavin Frantum, number 5, pinch hitting. Takes a called strike. 0-1 to count. Frantum, a freshman. Pinch hitting for Peterson. Fouls that one off right side out of play. 0-2. Let's see if he's got an average on the year. Not sure. Frantum, 375. That's probably unlimited at bats, though. 0-2. McKinney ready. Here he comes. Low and in on a breaking ball. 1-2 to Frantum. Frantum batting in place of Peterson. They'll probably use the re-entry and put Peterson back out there in center. McKinney looking for a strikeout here, and here he comes. A little low. 2-2 now to the batter, Gavin Frantum, the freshman. First, he's 375. The 2-2 from McKinney. Oh, and it hit him. Man, that hurts. Number 9 man gets on for the top of the order, hit by pitch. Frantum on at first. Second batter hit by McKinney. Curtis have a pinch runner for Peterson, re-enters to run. He re-enters in that spot to run. That was his spot in the batting order anyway. 48 pitches now for McKinney. Top of the order from Martensdale St Mary. He's got to be careful here and keep this deficit right at 4-2. As that's where you want to be when you bat in the top of the 7th. Hamilton so far on the day is 0 for 2. He's hit by a pitch, scored that last run in there from the right side. McKinney will check him at first, back safely. Hamilton's average on the year, he's the DH, 320, batting for the catcher Jellison, who was at 500 but limited at bats. So Martensdale St Mary's with a 1-out base runner who was hit by a pitch. There goes the runner outside, a ball, throw down, they will not get him. 1-0 to Hamilton, stolen base for Peterson, who re-entered. Runner at second in scoring position with 1 out now. 1-0 to Hamilton. McKinney ready, lifts the leg, here he comes. A pitch fly ball towards left. McEntee over to his left into the gap. He'll make the catch. Throw back in. Runner will hold at second. Hamilton flies to McKinney in left. It's the 2nd out of the inning. Peterson stays put at second. Here comes number 18, Trey White. He bats second in the order. The senior started at first base. He's on the mound now. Left-handed batter. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Also a strikeout, fly to center. There's a fly to left. Will it beat McEntee? McEntee headed back. And he couldn't make the play. It'll score a run. Going to be a double. RBI double for Trey White. Scorer Peterson, who re-entered after his pinch hitter got hit by a pitch. So it's 5-2 now, Martensdale St Mary's, with the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. And Trey White, the pitcher, 0-0. Brady Baker going to pinch run for the pitcher. Baker, a freshman. And there's a wild pitch from McKinney on the first pitch to Colton White. Makes it 1-0. Move courtesy runner Baker to third. So they've tallied 1 on a hit. Wild pitch for McKinney, his first. The 1-0 pitch bounced to first. Meek has it. He'll beat him to the bag on his own. Run will not score. So Colton White grounds out to Meek, 3 unassisted, 3rd out of the inning. If they need to bat in the bottom of the 7th, Cale Morrow in the 4th spot would lead off for Martensdale St Mary's. But they do get a run on just 1 hit. There was no errors by the Warriors, and they leave 1 on base. 14 pitches for McKinney there in the 6th. I've got a game total of 53 for him. So Martensdale St. Mary's now leads 5-2 as we go to the top of the 7th. Last bat for the Warriors. They need some offense. Take a 60-second break and come on back for the top of the 7th. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live, Tumble Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
We're back with you, top of the 7th. Dan Caston getting at bat in place of Caden Simmons here. Caston, the freshman, 160 on the year. 2-0. The count to him. It'll be 7-8-9. Caston, McKinney, and Knoll for the Warriors. Trail 5-2, low and outside from Trey White. 3-0. Count to the batter, Dan Caston, the freshman, batting 160 against Trey White, coming to him. Called strike. 3-1 to count now. Warriors looking to start a rally here in the 7th. Be doing good to get the leadoff man on. If Caston can draw a walk, the 3-1 is a called strike 2. Full up now, 3-2 to the Warrior pinch hitter, freshman Dan Caston. Martensdale St Mary's leads 5-2. Here comes the payoff. Outside. Caston draws a leadoff walk. There's a good start. First walk issued by Trey White. Struck out 3. He's working in his 3rd inning here. He's worked inning and a 3rd plus, fouled back by Eli McKinney, whose bat's been hot lately, 0-1. McKinney on the day, 0-2, pop out to, he entered in the 4th, taking over pitching for Millard. Pop out to 3rd and a strikeout, he's 0-2. On the year, though, his average up to 275 entering play today. Dan Caston, leadoff walk, he's at first. No outs and 1 on for the Warriors. Out of the stretch is Trey White. They'll check him at first. Caston is back. Count to McKinney is 0-1. White started this inning with 28 pitches. He's got 7. He's up to a game total of 35 after coming in relief of Gavin. Breaking ball, ooh. And that being the batter, McKinney. Boy, that one hurts. McKinney hit by a pitch to put 2 on with nobody out for Gavin Knoll. First hit batter by White. 6th hit batter of the day by Martensdale St Mary's pitching. Here comes the coach out to talk. We'll see what they're going to do. Number 4, Gavin Knoll, coming up to the plate, the junior right fielder. On the day, Gavin is 0-1 with a fly to left. He's walked twice, picked off on the bases once, retired on a force out the other time. It looks like you might have a pitching change for Martensdale here. We are, I believe. He's coming over to tell the umpire. Number 13 looks like he's coming in to pitch. That's Travis White from shortstop. We can set him up. '13 is Travis White, the junior. Pitched in 5 games, started them all. 3-2 record, no saves, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 317 total pitches, 71 official at bats, a 127 average, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned, 5 walks, 2 hit batters, 29 strikeouts, 0.71 ERA for Travis White. And the first batter he's going to face is going to be Gavin Knoll. So Gavin goes 4 2/3. Trey White goes, let's see, an inning and a third plus, we'll call it, as he pitched here. 8 pitches in the 7th. Game total of 36 for Trey White. Here's this Travis White. We'll reset the pitch count. And I don't know where the pitcher, Trey White, might have went to short or back to first. I'm not sure. I didn't get the other changes. Pitch, Travis White. His ball alone outside to Gavin Knoll. Their numbers are really hard to see. 1-0 to Knoll. Looking for his first hit on the year. This would be a great time for it. First and second with nobody out for the Warriors are down 3-0, and that hit him in the helmet. I think another hit batter. Hope he's okay. He looks like he is. He's trotting down to first. They're loaded now on the hit by pitch. First batter hit by White, the 7th batter of the day. Hit by Martensdale St Mary's pitching. Wow. Load him up as Caston to third. Tying runs on base for the Warriors. McKinney to second. Knoll to first on the hit by pitch, top of the order. Head coach Shane Bagley checking on Gavin Knoll to make sure he's okay. That one grazed off his helmet. Move everybody up. Bases loaded, nobody out. Warriors trail 5-2, top of the order. Here we go. Time for a hit with runners in scoring position. Let's do it. Travis White on the mound. The righty, he's going to face McAtee, the leadoff man for the Warriors. 170 for Aiden. Ooh, swing and a miss. The first offering to him, 0-1, is the count. McAtee on the day. He's 0 for 2. Caught looking, reached on a fielder's choice, reached on a walk. Also a catcher interference. There's a liner fouled on the first base line. Once again. Quickly 0-2 to McAtee. The Warriors are just playing on the wrong side of that foul line. I mean, that one probably scored too. But not to be on that pitch. We'll see. It's 0-2 to Aiden. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Warriors trail 5-2, top of 7. Here's Travis White. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Belt high. McAtee goes down swinging. First out of the inning. First strikeout by Travis White. That's the 8th strikeout of the day by Martensdale St Mary's pitching. This is number 7, Leo Urach. Freshman center fielder today. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. A liner towards left. That one's down and past the left fielder. Runners in motion. Caston scores. Here comes McKinney. Around third is the tying run. Throw coming home, and it's bobbled. That's a 3-run single by Leo Urach to tie things up at 5. We'll put an error out there too. We'll give him 3 RBIs. What the heck? He ends up at second on the throw home. Probably an error out there too on the left fielder. We're going to get that in the book. Score 3 on the play on the hit. Urach empties the bases. A brand new ball game as we're tied at 5 here in the top of the 7th. Runner at second, that's the lead run with 1 out for Van Buren County. White to the plate. Check swing, missed on a ball to Leffler. 1-0 the count to Isaac on the day. He is 1 for 2 with a single, been hit by a pitch twice, scored a Warriors run. White coming to him on a breaking ball, missed. 2-0 to Isaac. Isaac at 4-12 coming into play today. Low on a fastball. 3-0 to Isaac. Lead run out there at second with One out for the Warriors. They've tallied 3 to tie things at 5. Travis White to Isaac Leffler. A liner down the left field line. That's fair. Here comes the lead run for the Warriors. That one's on the right side of the line. Leffler cruising into second with a double. He's upstanding. You can score. Number 7, Leo Urach on the play. Isaac Leffler with an RBI double. Second hit back-to-back in the inning. The Warriors have tallied 4 to take a 6-5 lead. So a Leffler double scores Urach. Meek with the chopper over the mound. Charged by the second baseman on the grass. He'll field throw over to first. Meek's retired. Leffler to third with 2 out. Insurance run over there at third. Meek retired 4-3. Second out of the inning. It's a big run over there at third. 11 pitches for Travis White. Warriors have tallied 4. They started this inning down 5-2. They lead 6-5 over Martensdale St Mary's. Leffler at third. Here's Kinnick Millard on the day. Kinnick is 1 for 4 with a single. Travis White to Millard. Missed it inside. 1-0. Leffler will be looking to jump on anything past the catcher. It's a big run at third. Warriors lead by 1. They'd love to lead by 2 here as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Travis White, breaking ball, lands for a strike on a nice pitch. 1-1 to Millard. Millard started on the mound. Now playing second, 226 on the day. And the pitch, low. 2-1 to Kinnick. Isaac at third. Urach drove in 3 with a single and an E7. Leffler a double down the left field line, drove in Urach. Breaking ball, check swing, missed. Millard had 3-1. White looks in, he's working out of the windup. Here he comes. Breaking ball, grounder to second. Gloved, dropped, recovered. They'll throw over, 4-3 on the putout. Third out of the inning, Millard grounds out to second. Will Coro lead off if we play extras in the 6th spot. But the Warriors tally 4 on a couple of hits. There was an error, and they leave 1. 16 pitches for White to get him through the 7th, and that is his game total. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Van Buren County now leads 6-5. Take a 60-second break and come on back for some exciting baseball action from the Mohawk Baseball Classic here in Moravia. Just to get those totals, 4 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left for the Warriors. You're streaming Warrior Baseball on the Temple Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Alrighty, back with you. Inside on the first pitch from McKinney to Cale Morrow. 1-0 the count. Morrow on the day has walked twice. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, those 2 walks, and a run scored. Left-handed batter, 4:03 into play today. McKinney missed high. 2-0. Warriors up a run here. McKinney ready, the 2-0. 3-0 now. Once again, you don't want to put that leadoff man on. That just starts a rally for the other team. I've said it so many times. McKinney needs to battle back here. The 3-0 from Eli. He missed, and Morrow draws a 4-pitch walk. There's the tying run on base with nobody out. That's the first walk issued by McKinney. 8th walk issued on the day. Head coach Shane Bagley is out. We're going to see if they go to somebody else here. And I think he is going to take the ball from McKinney. And here comes McKinney going to go to center. I believe Leo Urach going to come in and pitch. So that's the pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. So move McKinney off the mound out to center. Leo Urach, the center fielder, into pitch. So on 4 pitches, McKinney, 53, game total 57. That's how he'll end his day as he goes 1, 2, 3, 3 and 2/3 plus, I guess we'll call it. In line for the win right now is Eli. Urach would get the save if the Warriors can hold here. We'll see. Let's set up Urach pitching stats on the year. Leo, number 7, a freshman infielder / pitcher, pitched in 5 games, started 1, 0-1 record without a save, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 204 total pitches, 61 official at-bats against him, 279 average, 17 hits, 15 runs, 7 of them earned, 7 walks, 3 hit batters, 6 strikeouts, 4.74 ERA. He came in last night's game to clean up as well. So, Martensdale St Mary's, Morrow, I should say, has a leadoff walk. They've got 1 on, nobody out. Warriors tallied 4 to take the lead, 6-5. The bottom of the 7th. Let's see if their defense can get tough and hold here. Here's 13, Travis White, who gave up those I guess, yeah, there goes the runner. Gets past the catcher. The first pitch from Urach. It's a ball. 1-0 to White. So runner at second now with nobody out. The pitch. Foul, left field side, long strike. 1-1. Leo Urach out of the stretch, looks in, and the pitch inside. 2-1. Urach ready again. Here he comes. Fouled off, third base side. 2-2 the count. Leo Urach on the mound for the Warriors. They lead 6-5 here. Bottom of the 7th, tying run at second. And that one hit the batter. Something shattered there on the play, first and second, with nobody out for Martensdale. Here's number 9, Talon Squire, senior second baseman. Pinch hitter, 0-0. Brady Baker pinch hitting. Have to see if we can get an average on him. 143 for Baker. He's pinch hitting. For Squire. Squire on the day was 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs out on an infield fly rule. First and second, nobody out. Bunted to the first baseman, nobody covering. It'll be an infield hit, and they're going to be loaded. So an infield hit, first hit of the inning. First hit given up by Urach. Bunt single. They're loaded with nobody out. The infield will probably come in here. Warriors need a home to first double play. Here's Jack Gavin, 0 for 3 on the day. Number 11 started on the mound, went to first base. I think that's where he still is. 259 for him on the year. Urach, the freshman, to Gavin. Low and outside. No place to put him. 1-0 the count. Gavin getting ready to climb back in the box. Urach ready, here he comes. Missed outside and low. 2-0 to the batter, Gavin now. Warriors, they can get a grounder on the infield, come home and get a force out at the very least there. Then there would be a way out of the inning with a double play. They'll take 2 if they can get it coming home to first. Urach out of the stretch. He's ready. Here he comes. He missed outside. 3-0 on that 9th pitch from Urach. Danger of walking in a run here with the bases loaded. The 3-0 from Urach, and he did walk him. We're tied at 6. 4-pitch walk to Gavin. So move everybody up 90. Score Morrow from third. We're tied at 6. Bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, nobody out. Once again, Warriors need a grounder on the infield to come home to get the force, go to first to get a double play. Next is Jason Fugate, number 16, senior right fielder. So 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, reached on a walk, scored a run. Urach to him. There's a liner to left. McAtee coming in, and he's not going to make the play. Martensdale St Mary is going to walk it off and win it by a score of 7-6. You can score Travis White on the play, give Fugate RBI single. Martensdale St Mary's tallies 2 runs on a couple of hits. There were no errors by the Warriors, and I guess technically they're going to end up leaving 3 on base. 11 pitches for Urach in the 7th inning. A tough way to lose for the Warriors. So to recap, in that bottom of the 7th, after the Warriors came back, scored 4, took a 6-5 lead. In the top of the 7th, Martensdale St Mary's comes back and gets 2 in the bottom half to win it 7-6, and we should get a time on the game. We'll call it 2:35 is the end time. It took 2 hours and 9 minutes to complete this one. We're going to turn around and play right away again. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 3. So it's a final 7-6. Martensdale St Mary's gets a walk-off win in the bottom of the 7th. Warriors gave them everything they could handle. Credit to both teams on a good ball game play. That'll take us to the post-game show. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. It'll be an abbreviated post-game show, probably a shorter one, as we're going to turn around and play Albia right away again on this hot Saturday afternoon, June 21st. Take a 3-minute break, get in some more ads, come back and summarize this one for you after this 3-minute break. Warriors lose 7-6 to a very good Martensdale St Mary's team. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 3 minutes.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap!
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here from the Mohawk Baseball Classic. We got some surprising news for everyone. They just canceled the next 2 games of this tournament because of the heat index. I guess it came down from the state of Iowa. So I'm not really quite sure what the difference is between the weather the rest of this afternoon and what these 2 teams just played in. But that's the decision. So we're not going to play any more baseball here today. So we'll do the full post-game show of Warrior Baseball. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Let's do the totals for you. In this one, Martensdale St Mary's gets 7 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and let's see. I don't know if I wrote they strand 3, so I got to add that to their total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they strand 10. The Warriors, 6 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. The Warriors leave 14 men on base. Time of the game was 2 hours and 9 minutes under hot conditions. It was hot here in Moravia, the Mohawk Baseball Classic here today on this Saturday, June 21st. Winning pitcher Travis White, losing pitcher is Leo Urach. Let's go through the scoring summary for you quickly. Top of the second, pass ball scored Will Cordell to make it 1-0 Van Buren County. Bottom of the second, pass ball scored Fugate to make it a 1-1 tie. Top of the third, a lefter scores on an E1 to make it 2-1 Van Buren County. Then in the bottom of the third, Colton White, a home run to tie it at 2. Morrow scores on a E2 to make it 3-2 Martensdale St Mary's after 3. Bottom of the fourth, they take a 4-2 lead as Hamilton scores on another E2 throwing error. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Trey Wright, a double, scored 1 to make it 5-2 Martensdale St Mary's. Then it went that way till the top of the seventh when a Urach single unloaded the bases with an error on the left fielder to make it a score 3 and make it a 5-5 tie. A Leffler double down the left field line scored Urach. The Warriors roar back and take a 6-5 lead. In the bottom of the seventh, though, a walk and a hit batter to start the inning. Those runners came around to score, as so many times they do. The first one on a bases-loaded walk to Gavin scored Morrow to make it a 6-6 tie, and then a Fugate single scored Travis White. Martensdale St. Mary's walks it off 7-6, and they get the win. Those are the totals and summaries here in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. We're still waiting to see if they'll send any interviewees, the coach, over to talk to us. What do we need to get in, AJ? Let's do another 3-minute break and see where we're at. Maybe come back for one final time. Oh, you know what? Here comes a couple of coach and Eli McKinney to talk to us right now. So we're going to hang out here and talk to them as they're gracious enough to come over and chat with us. AJ will get the camera over. We'll give him the headset. And we'll talk to Eli and Coach here momentarily as I'm stuck in my chair, dug into the soft dirt here. There goes my phone. It's a mess. Turn around and talk to you guys. As AJ will get the camera pointed on head coach Shane Bagley. Get you guys a little volume here. Guys, hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good, Shane.
All right, head coach Shane Bagley and pitcher/outfielder, center fielder most of the time, Eli McKinney. Nice enough to stop by, talk to us in the Warrior Baseball post-game show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Guys, man, what a great effort against a really good team. You guys hung right with them. Roar back, score 4 in the top of the seventh to turn that 5-2 deficit into a 6-5 lead. But as good teams do, sometimes they answered back. The walk and a hit batter there to start the last inning. Those 2 runs come around to score. So we really don't need to talk about that. That's just the way that the game went. But Eli, let's start with you. I think I know why. We'll check with Coach on this. You weren't in the starting lineup today because I think Coach maybe thought with the changes that he wanted to make that he started you in the dugout and then you came onto the mound in relief of Kinnick and did a very nice job on the mound. So I wanted to commend you on that. I'll get your line here. I think you went 3 2/3 plus. Only gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 5. Gave up a few runs, but boy, you did a good job of keeping your team in the game. What did you have working out there on the mound today against that tough Martensdale St. Mary's lineup?
I was just throwing a fastball. And
Fastball?
A slider.
Yeah. Breaking ball? Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes the breaking ball too was a change of pace, so it kind of acted like a changeup, and it had some movement on it. It seemed like you were able to keep their hitters off balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the strategy?
Yeah, just kind of hit them with the off speed. I don't know.
Sure.
Get them swinging out early in front of it and.
Yeah, well, you went from Kinnick, the right-hander. You showed him something different with Eli coming in the lefty. So it was a nice change of pace there, Coach. Was that maybe a little bit of strategy to keep their lineup as much as you could off balance coming into today?
I'd like to claim that, Shane.
Yeah?
We all know we don't have any pitching left, right? So
right.
So Eli told me this morning that he's going to a country music concert tonight, so I knew he was locked in, so that's why he came in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's going to get the Wranglers out.
Okay. So. Yeah, I don't know if they had a meeting early. I think maybe I don't know if they took you guys a little bit lightly or something. I think their coach went out there and that first meeting, because I said, they looked a little sloppy for the 6th ranked team in the state in 1A, and I think he went out there and had to talk to him a little bit to sharpen him up because you guys, I mean, they were like, whoa, these boys can play ball. And a credit to you guys. You can come over here and don't care who you're playing. And like you've told us all year, you think you can compete with anybody, and you showed it today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Credit to the kids for just battling.
Yeah, our kids, and I can't say enough about our kids, and the confidence level is just growing and growing. And, we've been telling them since day one, hey, we can compete with anybody. And, we play in a tough conference, so sometimes the win-loss doesn't look great. And you're right. I think sometimes teams do overlook us. And, I had a good conversation with Jaden Flowers from New London the other night.
Yeah.
And, he said, with a Winfield coach told him, hey, don't sleep on Van Buren. And Jaden said it perfectly. He said, we don't sleep on anybody in the South. So, we all know it down there that we're pretty good. And, But I think you're right. I think Martensdale maybe overlooked us a little bit. And, these kids, they get up for games like that.
Sure.
Because we're willing to play anybody, and we do. We believe as a squad that we can play with anybody in the state. So.
Yeah. Looking at the stats from today, 14 left on base.
Yep, that one hurts.
And AJ and I were talking about it even during the breaks, but you guys finally broke through with hits with runners in scoring position. That's such an important stat in baseball. But you guys finally came through, allow you to score those 4 in the 7th. So the hitting stars of the today, Urach with that 3 RBI single, I guess. He went to second on the throw, maybe an error on their left fielder got by him, but he drove in 3. And then Isaac with a bullet, down the left field line, scored Leo to take the lead. I guess those were the hitting stars of the day. I mean, you certainly, I didn't get to talk to you last night after your 4-hit effort. You ran away from us. I don't think you wanted to get in on the interview, but I get to talk to you today, Eli. Those were the hitting stars of today. But Eli, I want to turn that hitting talk to you. You struggled maybe a little bit at the plate to start the year. I thought you started to make better contact after the first few games. You weren't getting rewarded for it. Something I talked about today, too. The Warriors have played. You take about 5 or 6 good contact balls that you guys have hit. If they're on the other side of the foul line, your record could be 9-7 instead of 7-9. I mean, that's how close that it's been. But let's get back to Eli. Man, your bat has sure come around. You're getting rewarded for good contact. How good has that felt at the plate as you start to rack up hits? And I'm watching your average climb to 275 into action today.
I mean, it feels good.
Yeah. Anything different, really, or you just been keeping the same approach and then just things been falling into place for you? Anything you worked on in the cage?
Just been keeping the same approach, maybe trying to sit back a little more. And
I know Will Coral, he's another lefty like you are. He's been talking about keeping that front foot in place and not stepping out. Anything like that for you, or you just been keeping the same approach? Maybe baseball, the gods have turned, and you're starting to get rewarded with that good contact.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep my hands back. And later. Be later on the ball.
Well, I mean, that's so valuable. I know it is to coach and your teammates as well, because we talk about long lineups, right? Really good teams have long lineups. It seems like you just never get a break, right? So with you guys in the bottom of the order producing, I know that makes their pitchers think about, geez, here's these guys producing in the bottom, and then here comes Aiden and Isaac and Kinnick and Will on the top of the lineup, and it turns over. So that's such a valuable thing as you try to stack wins here towards the later half of the season.
Yeah, definitely. You got to have got to have production everywhere, like you said, and that's what we're trying to figure out. We might move some stuff around here and there and just try to figure out what's going to work best for us to get some of those guys that we leave on base around. We've had a few games here where we're leaving a lot of guys on base, but we'll get it figured out.
Right. I mean, the one step that you're doing is getting the guys on base. I mean, you just need the second step with maybe a little bit more production with runners in scoring position. Well, we got some disappointing news. I was looking forward to a second game. The state of Iowa, I guess, has called all games off because of the heat index, so we found that out just as we got to the Warrior postgame show today. So we're not going to play any more baseball. So the second game of the tournament canceled today. You were slated to play Albia and turn around and play another one. So that's not going to happen. That's just the way it is. So we'll go back to Keogh and try to enjoy some pool time maybe or something, try to figure out a way to stay cool. But we'll be back at it next week. Man, it's busy. Monday over to West Burlington to take on the Falcons and continue that suspended game. Tuesday back to Burlington for Notre Dame.
Yep.
Wednesday and Thursday home for Central Lee and Danville before we wrap up the week going to New London to finish up conference play. The doubleheader with I-35 over at Wayne, I guess, has been canceled as well. So we got a busy week of baseball up ahead of us. Was there any chance that the district's coming out so early? It seemed like teams maybe just wanting to back off on their schedule a little bit and not play those games, or why did they decide to cancel that one, that doubleheader with I-35? Just
that honestly
doesn't mean anything anymore. Or?
No, it honestly came down to with today's tournament, we planned on playing 2 games. We played Thursday night, we played Friday night.
Yeah.
We roll in 5 games next week, and then another 2. I mean, it comes down to pitching.
Just so much, yeah, so little, yeah.
You just don't have the people to throw that many games in that many days. So,
and maybe other teams, if they have cancellations as well, maybe they're in the same spot, so it works out good for both teams.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just wanted to get your opinion on that, and thank you guys for taking the time to stop by and talk with us in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. One goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. We will catch up with you guys in a busy week next week.
Yep.
We'll see you Monday over there at West Burlington, taking on the Falcons, looking for another conference win.
Yes, sir.
Eli McKinney, great job on the mound today, and a tough Warrior loss to the 6th-ranked team in 1A, Martensdale St Mary's. Wasn't for lack of effort, for sure. Head coach Shane Begley, as always, gracious with your time. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us, guys. Appreciate it, and we will talk to you next week.
Thanks, Shane. We appreciate you, too.
All right.
Thank you.
That's Eli McKinney, Warrior pitcher, outfielder, and has a hot bat lately for the team. Head coach Shane Begley. This guy's nice enough to stop by and talk to us in the postgame show of Warrior Baseball. We will take, we got enough ads in? We'll take one more 1-minute break. Come on back and wrap it up for you one more time from the Mohawk Baseball Classic here in Moravia on this hot Saturday afternoon, June 21st, 2025. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumwa Radio YouTube channel. On the air, 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you to wrap it up in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you a final time from the Mohawk Baseball Classic in Moravia this afternoon, where they played 2 games of the scheduled 4, then decided to call it because of the heat index. Warriors fall to Martensdale St Mary's. Martensdale St Mary's walks it off 7-6 in the bottom of the 7th. I guess if you wanted to pick player of the game today, how about Leo Urach with that big 3 RBI single to plate 3 and clear the bases. Honorable mention to Isaac Leffler with his run-scoring double there for the. That's how the Warriors accounted for their 4 runs in the top of the 7th to come back from a 5-2 deficit and take a 6-5 lead. So Leo Urach, player of the game. Honorable mention Isaac Leffler. Good job on the mound by the Warrior pitchers today, too. Millard, McKinney, Urach. Player of the game, sponsored by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. All right. We're through the player of the game. That'll take us to our closing stuff as we wrap things up here from the Mohawk Baseball Classic in Moravia. I'd like to thank the board operator, Kyle, back at the studio, making this thing run smoothly for everybody this afternoon. I'd like to thank all of our listeners, as I always do. Listeners and viewers, we're streaming live at Tumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Thanks for tuning in and listening in, watching, if you were. If you got us on in the post-game show, please make sure you drive safely, and AJ and I will turn the air conditioning on and drive safely back to Keosauqua as well. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here. Get the sheet out so I don't miss anybody. I'd like to thank them always in the post-game show. Iowa Missouri Seeds, they got the pregame show. Van Buren County Community School District has the postgame show. Cranston Family Funeral Home, they sponsor the first pitch. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineups. Smithburg Automotive, all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. The Dowd's Quick Stop has the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, pitching changes throughout the course of the game and year. Van Buren County Hospital, Warrior home runs by the hitters. Player of the game, Wells Hometown Drug. Today, that was Leo Urach. Honorable mention, Isaac Leffler. And the coaches' interviews and players' interviews throughout the course of the year. Crane Concrete Ready Mix. All their sponsors with us today. First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter of Ottumwa, Slayton, Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part why these broadcasts can be viewed and heard through the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, streaming live at Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. If you're not a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She'd be happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting some advertising for your business and feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. Totals and finals. Once again, Martensdale St Mary's. 7 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They leave 10. Warriors, 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They leave 14. Winning pitcher Travis White, losing pitcher Leo Urach in relief. Martensdale St Mary scores 2 to turn a 6-5 Warrior lead into a 7-6 win for the Blue Devils. And I guess we can talk about the overall records. Martensdale St Mary's improves to 20-3 on the year. This was their first neutral site game. They're now 1-0 in neutral sites. The Warriors fall to 7-10 neutral site game for them. They are 1-3 in neutral site games right now. The next action was supposed to be game 2 for each team today. They canceled them, so the next action for us, we'll go to West Burlington on Monday to pick up a suspended game from last week, Tuesday. Thunderstorms came in, so I think it'll be first and third with 1 out for Will Coral and the Warriors when we go over there to resume that one against West Burlington. That'll be our next broadcast. Monday through Friday, we'll have games for you, assuming no rainouts of next week. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman, on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moken, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors, back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We'll both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Saturday afternoon and say so long to you from the Mohawk Baseball Classic here in Moravia, Iowa. Final score once again, Warriors lose a tough one to a very good Martensdale St. Mary's team, 7-6. We'll talk to you next Monday. From West Burlington High School in West Burlington, the Warriors will pick up a game in which they lead 2-1. It was a suspended game. We'll be over there to cover it for you. I believe they're going to play varsity second, JV first at 5:30, and the varsity in that suspended game to follow. So until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all brought to you possible of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. And a final time from the Mohawk Baseball Classic here in Moravia, Iowa, where the Warriors lose a tough one, 7-6 to Martensdale St. Mary's. Good afternoon, Warrior fans.